stuff. You can have both sides. It's not just, well, if you want the best printer that gives you the best models out of box, it has to be completely locked down to this own ecosystem and that's it. No, 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 no. That's BS. Hey guys, so over the past couple of videos, I received comments that agree with me, disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. That's why my channel is called Slice of My Mind. This is my slice, my opinion, and I want your opinions. There are some people who claim I'm a hypocrite or I'm biased because I have an H2S, a U1, or whatever. I guess they're missing the forest for the trees. Because if they look, yes, I have Bamboo Lab products, I have Snapmaker products, I have Soval products, I have Cheedy products. I can keep going on and on and on. I have them all. I'm not just constrained to one brand. And that's my point. Brand doesn't really matter. What matters is the products and the policies behind those products. So let me explain. I clearly like, or used to really like, and to a certain degree, I still like my P1Ss. Even the H2S is a really good product. The Snapmaker is a decent product. My SV08, when it's working, it's a great product. I look at all these products differently because first, I'm looking at the company behind it and how they're using open source, how repairable they are. And that's the big thing for me is that's where I my day job is all about repair. I fix Chromebooks, I fix computers, I fix it all. So that's where I look at all these products through the lens of repairability. The company uses open source software, firmware, but then they try to lock it down. It doesn't make sense to me. And it shouldn't make sense to you. Because ultimately, you want to be able to repair your hardware. And the hardware is yours. So when they use these little digital locks to lock things down in the name of security, they're basically making these machines throwaway. At the end of the day, these are tools. And I don't want my tools to be locked down to the point where if I need to service something, I can't use, say, third party parts. I have to go directly to the manufacturer. And worse yet, if it goes down this road and continues going down this road, it might be like other industries where you can't even repair the hardware anymore yourself, that you will have to go to some authorized dealer or repair shop just to get it fixed. That is the point. And there's multiple layers to all of this. It's like some people think if you have H2S but you're saying bamboo's bad, that you're a hypocrite. Humans have multiple layers. That's what makes us human. Okay? You get that? What I'm trying to say is you can like a product and despise what the company that makes it stands for. And vice versa, you can really dislike the product, but like the company, their policies, their pro consumer policies. That's the point of my channel, especially in regards to repair. And I'm going to be pushing a lot more repair videos or what I see in consumer electronics going forward. But that's the thing, and I don't know if everyone's comprehending that. Well, okay, there are a lot of people comprehending it. There's a few that just I don't know why they think okay because he has a couple bamboo printers, he's a hypocrite, or if he has this or that product, he is a hypocrite. No, my P1S is I ever since Bamboo Lab introduced their authorization control mechanism, they've stayed at a certain firmware and I've never updated it since. I brought the H2S so I can compare those to my other large format printers, but I really had no need for the H2S, especially considering that Anycubic and others were coming out with their own 350 plus volume printers. But regardless of that, I wanted to check it out. But that doesn't mean that I am a stand for bamboo. Doesn't make me a stand for the U1, Snapmaker, or any of these brands. I want to investigate these products for myself. But then I also can't buy every product on the market. So I look to other reviews, other basically editorial content about these printers, about products in general, and I try to gauge through those videos, to the articles, if the products are locked down or not locked down. But I want products in my print farm that allow me to repair them, because that's a very important aspect. Why invest five, 1,000, 1,500, all this money into a printer where you can't eventually fix it yourself? And I'm not saying that's what the Bamboo's doing. No, Bamboo's has some of the most complete parts for all their printers. Are they easy to repair? No. But my point is, if you look at my earlier videos, I pretty much am fighting for parts availability and the ability to repair. But now I'm also looking into the policies of these companies that, in my mind, will prevent me from continuing to repair future products. They're heading down a path where they're going to lock these things down. That's my point of all my videos that I'm making, have made, and will continue to make. Is these are tools. Tools should not be locked down. You should be able to use them freely how you want. Use them to make things, almost anything. My channel is not about making like the hobby of the printers being the actual channel or fixing and upgrading. No, I do want products that just work, but I also want products that I can mod and all that other stuff. You can have both sides. It's not just, well, if you want the best printer that gives you the best models out of box, it has to be completely locked down to this own ecosystem and that's it. No, 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 no. That's BS. Products, there are multiple products that show that they can be open source and still deliver results that are amazing. And that's the point of my channel, is I want to show you what I use in my print farm in real world use in a print farm, and whether it works for me, because I'm going to naturally push my printers much more than you will, especially if you're only buying a printer to occasionally print something for a family member, for your household. I'm going to be running some of these printers 24/7. During these videos, they're not printing anything, but normally throughout the week, I'm putting dozens of hours on my printers. Now, some of them are not getting as used as they used to be, but that's besides the point. My point is, I want reliable products. I want products that are also open, but I also am going to expose the companies behind them if they are slowly trying to erode our rights. Whether, again, it's that they're trying to put digital locks on them so that maybe one day you can't repair it. So before you think I'm being a fair mongerer or that I'm just talking out of my butt, know that I'm looking at this through the lens of a consumer and as a print farm owner. And I just want products that I can repair, that I can mod if I wish. Not that I'm necessarily going to do so, but that's the point. Before you come in here and say, hey, this, and this, just know that I'm likely on your side. The Creator 5, in one of my videos, people are saying that, blah, 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 Flash Forge, just Flash. I'm sure the product might be great, but the problem is FlashForge, like any Cubic, they're trying to go down the road of Bamboo Lab, where they're slowly trying to decrease your rights in those printers, in those products. That's my point of all of this. This to me is not about the brands, not per se. I'm not gonna buy every Bamboo product, especially if it doesn't meet my needs. The product should meet your needs and also be, again, you're spending this amount of money. You want to be able to repair it or change the software if you want. All that stuff should be on you to do if you wish. Not that you have to do it. Let me say that again. Not that you have to do mods or all that other stuff. It's just being able to have the option of doing so. That's all. Again, the brands don't matter. if any company I have a soft spot for, it's going to be Stovall, and they often have some of the worst printers. So you get what I'm saying. These things require a lot of work to get right sometimes. Yet I have a soft spot for them because they're completely open. They give you the CAD files, they give you everything because you're going to need it. So that's my point. Stop looking at the brands. I'm not saying, hey, I hate Bamboo Lab printers because they suck. No, I'm saying don't buy this particular printer because Bamboo Lab is blocking it. Same thing with the Creator 5, Creator 5 Pro. If their FlashForge is locking them down, and that's their point of trying to emulate Bamboo Lab, then no, you should not buy their products. Same thing goes with Anycubic. Anycubic sent me a printer which has an innovative tool head with the Cobra X, but it's completely locked down now, and I don't know if anyone's going to be able to unlock it. I'm going to tell you, don't buy that product. And I've been harsh on Anycubic in the past about their printers. I'm not going to let a brand, I'm not trying to sell you there. I'm not letting a brand push me to sell you something. Because for the most part, I buy all my own products. I buy all my own printers. That's just how I operate my channel. Just know that I am not here to hurt your feelings that if you like a particular brand, it's not about the brand. It's about the product, the tools. And if the tool is great, but the company sucks, guilty by association in a way. You understand? Because yes, that product might work really well, but if it's being locked down, then what's the point of spending 15, $2,000 on it when eventually you're not going to own it? You're not going to be able to repair it. You get what I'm saying, right? But anyway, guys, tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.